Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NeverOpenPod, the podcast open to everyone except Hiroki Goto. My name is Luke. I'm your host of the NeverOpenPod, and with me, as always, is Mr. Guy. Say hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello, Mr. Andy. Hello, Luke. Hello to the listeners. And hello to Hiroki Goto. He won the match. He did the thing. And you don't like it. You're real mad at him, right?
I think it sucks gravy balls, and we'll talk about it. I don't think the match sucked or anything like that. Like, I'm not insane. I'm not a total prick. Like, get out of here. I did find a good portion of it kind of boring, but we'll get there, Mr. Guy. For some reason, you were just maybe in your happy space, and you're just like, I am in such my happy space right now. Yes, I can deal with Goto with the New Japan Cup. Wonder how Luke feels about this. Fucking stab it with fire! No, well, it's not that bad. All right, it is. But Akira's going to set the knife on fire for me.
He has. Remember when he came down with a lighter? I'll never shut up about that because how dumb it was.
No, he doesn't like burning things anymore, so no. But he does like cinnamon-flavored spirit drinks. Like,
oh, yeah?
You know, the
Fireball. That is redneck drink down here, man.
Yes, it is a drink that is available here also for people red of neck. Let's do some
Queenslanders, right?
That's right. Yes, all right. There you go. So there are ways people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We're on the Tweety. I'm at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Drucifer Tweets. Collectively, we are at NeverOpenPod. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. NeverOpenPod@gmail.com. We're also on the YouTubes. Look us up, NeverOpenPodcast, and you can watch me do this very thing I'm doing right now and also hear it. It's like both, but you can only do the listen on the... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, everyone. Also, if you've got any of that... Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as blah.
That is just to an exclamation point at the end of all of those things which Luke said that are true. You can find us other places too, but those are the only ones we kind of care about, sort of. So,
yeah, that is true. But no one really is on the tweeties anymore.
No one's looking for us, Although I did have a tweet explode this week. That was pretty fun, It's still
German
going.
Suplex basketball.
It's still going nuts on the Twitter. So,
phone, can you shut the fuck up for 5 minutes?
I had to turn the damn thing
ding,
off.
Ding, 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 ding. No, we can't. So yes, everyone, we're going to be talking about nights 10 and 11 of the New Japan Cup, and I want to ask you something that Mr. Walker Stewart likes to ask Mr. Gino Gambino, and that question to you is, Mr. Guy, do you like tag matches?
I do, and we're going to get some. Now listen, last episode, which was like yesterday, I was pretty fired up about the tag matches. I am not nearly as fired up about these tag matches. I'm just not.
No, I feel like I reached my point where I'm like, look, some of this is fun. And the other parts of it, I'm like, look, just get to the matches, please. I'm ready. Nope, we got to have our 7th tag match. All right, cool. All right, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. So yes, there is that. We are at Shizuoka, at the Twin Messi Shizuoka South Hall.
South Hall.
That's right. They use that shitty North Hall for Noah shows. I'm guessing. So yes, we start off with Sho Makado and Ryusuke Taguchi versus Bolton Oleg and Katsuya Murashima. All right, so
Luke, did you say this was night 10 of the New Japan Cup and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Did you tell everybody what this place looks like on the inside? That is like the most generic. I mean, we go to some generic venues on the show, but this shit is like a convention center that you went to the baseball card show at. That's it's so funny.
Yeah, it is like that. The day after this, it's your dad's car show. Yeah, come on
Exactly.
down.
Cavalcade of customs, Sunday.
Fucking good. Look how big our penises are in car form.
That's right.
So
I poked a hole in my muffler to let everybody know what I'm packing.
Taguchi annoys me on the second night, so I'm going to talk about that when that happens. It's nothing he does intentionally, but he doesn't lose, and that annoys me big time.
It's like,
anyway,
yeah.
Seen him lose all tour, and then the one match, I'm like, you can take a job here, right? No! Anyway, the young lion Taguchi getting gut-wrenched is awesome. There's also a point where Oleg has Shomakato in a nasty-looking grab. And what's Taguchi doing? Oh, yeah, he's standing on the outside going, come on, Shoma, get to the ropes, buddy, get to the ropes. Oh, he's not getting to the ropes. I better get in there and fucking break that up.
Right.
It doesn't work, though. So we get half a you can't escape. So you can't S for the win by Oleg onto Shomakato. There we go. That's the match that happened.
I don't understand why Taguchi was young lion Taguchi all of a sudden, but I liked it in the fact that he limited his move set until the very end. Like he was like, well, I'm only going to do the young lion moves, but then he got his ass kicked. So he's like, well, I guess I better use my ass. And that's what, led to them still losing, but at the same time, Yes. All right. Now, Luke, this next match is between Tongaloa, ELP, Hikuleo versus the Great-O-Khan and Catch 2-2. And this match has some interesting information in it because not only was Chumpy reffing that first match, he's reffing this match. So I think it's part of the whole, plan to not overexpose Chumpy and not to put him in too many dangerous situations because, we know Naito, if Naito gets injured, they're in trouble. Well, if Chumpy gets injured, they're in trouble. A house
of cards just falls right over.
Right. So I feel like that's the case. That's what's going on here. So also commentary, Gino Gambino and Walker Texas Stewart, which were just amazing on both these nights. They let us know finally what the movie's called that Great-O-Khan's going to be in. It's called Gold Boy. And apparently,
you told me before they did, though. I'm going to have to give that information to you right now.
Well, that can't be true because I heard it from them. So maybe you did. Maybe I watched the show before you did.
That's it. There you go.
But it's called Gold Boy, and I do have the synopsis. It's about 3 young kids that accidentally film a murder on accident. And then what's going to happen? Great-O-Khan is going to put the claw on them and crush their skulls, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah. The sheep killer.
They can't run away. He's fitter than them, So I'm just thinking body slam.
It's one of those torture rack spin moves. Yeah. It's one of those movies where those 3 guys or whatever they are running, and Great-O-Khan's just walking after them, but he catches up to them.
He's like Jason Voorhees. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Only you hear the music, you hear that kind of in the background, It's and then you hear and you're like, was that behind me? Oh my God, he sits on your face.
I would love that this really light version of
yes, man, that is.
And then it hits the crescendo and the drums kick in.
So all of that is what happens in the movie Gold Boy. So that's we got some inside information about it. I knew about it before the commentators and
obviously,
and so I
inside scoop.
So, all right, ELP and TJP absolutely tear it up in this match. It's fantastic. Yeah. Akira wants Hikuleo. He's like, give me the big guy, and it's a lot of fun.
Vincent Adultman up in here.
Yeah. So there's a big tag into Tongaloa and Great-O-Khan, both of them, because now they are the feuding, and it's fine. Sadly, Akira, he gets hit with ape shit and gets pinned by Tongaloa. I was not happy about that.
What the fuck was this finish? Also, oh my God, Tongaloa won with the ape shit. Let's hope, dude, that the sacrifice has been sacrificed and that we don't have to see that bullshit anymore. for Tonga Loa to be in a feud also means that Tonga Loa has to get wins. I don't like it. It's look, I want Great Khan to be in feuds that are cool. It's something I've been asking for ages. Here you go, Luke. Here's a feud for you. And I'm like, no! Put him back into the floundering position,
point,
please.
Luke.
I don't want this. Yeah, that's my point. No. Anyway, next match.
That's very well thought out. Thank you for sharing.
That's it. Everyone comes here for my very articulate and well thought out points on how much I don't like the sacrifice. It's no sacrifice. Anyway, we have Yo, El Desperado, and Shooter versus that. What a fucking prick. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Yujiro Takahashi, and Jack Perry.
Luke, you're skipping a match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. All right. Cool. I'd have to call a Yo match. All right. It's Mikey and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Callum on the Cob. Oh, okay.
I heard
this match.
You already said that, I think. I think that's a joke you already made. I'm not laughing at this joke twice unless it's about Chumpy.
Yeah, that's fair. But some listener only heard that for the first time and they think you're insane and they're laughing. That's not happening.
I am insane, so that's accurate.
You've done over 200 of these with me. That's evidence enough.
How many? It's like 240 or some shit, or 235? Yeah. Man.
I'm looking forward to 420. Hey, this match is pretty great. I like this because we get more Zack Sabre Jr. and Jeff Cobb. Yes, please.
Yeah.
And we get those spots that I love where Jeff Cobb, all he has to do is just kind of stand there and then put Zack Sabre Jr. in a different suplexing position. And then Zack Sabre Jr. will crawl around on him and put that in some kind of hold.
It's tremendous.
It's just like you have to carry this man as he's doing all kinds of Spider-Man shit all over your body, and it looks awesome. I love that shit. Callum is major arm fucked by Zack Sabre Jr., so there is that, but he doesn't back down. He even hits a suplex on him, but Zack Sabre is way too dominant for Mr. Callum Newman, and he taps Callum out easily.
I liked how in that match, at the end, Zack Sabre Jr. wasn't like, oh, what a dickhead. He was like, just barely got out of that one. So I thought that was kind of cool. And there's a lot of subtle selling. Also, something else that maybe was subtle, it was obvious to me, is that Sakamoto was now in reffing this match, and he had burger wrap on his arm, which his counting arm. It was his right arm, his counting arm.
Oh,
so
no.
That was, I don't know, maybe he's slow counting, Newman a little bit here, maybe. Just saying. I think that's all part of the don't overexpose Chumpy plan, though. So, but now, Luke, we have House of Torture. It's Yujiro Takahashi, your favorite, Kanemaru, and Jack Perry versus Shota Umino, El Desperado, and Yo. And Shota on the way to the ring gets over with literal babies. I just shit my pants laughing. That makes me laugh so hard.
The babies are flourishing now that Lance Archer's not there.
It's true. And like one of the babies was clearly crying, but the parents were like, fucking do this, kid. The pressure's already on that.
Shut the fuck up, you're being baptized right now.
It's amazing. So the whole place...
They've already signed him up for Young Lions School.
That's true. Well, I mean, he has the little tiny hoodie, and he puts it when they go out. Anyway, it's cold there. So this whole fucking place collapsed to the beat when Desperado's music hits, and it's like, whoa, it's loud, and I was like, holy shit. Oh man. So Jack Perry on his way to the ring, he throws water on the crowd. Like, easy, buddy. People got their phones out. I guess Lance Archer did it to everybody.
Just wait for night 2.
Mr. Moisture. But anyway, Yo dives for the junior belt when Kanemaru enters the ring, and he totally misses, and it's really funny. He does it in after the show too. They're milking that joke as much as they can. So everybody fights. Jack Perry uses a scarf to choke Desperado, and it's a Shota Umino scarf. It was so funny. I love Gino's scarf gimmick. So the fans' reaction to that's really great. He taunts Shota while beating up El Desperado, and Shota finally gets in and runs wild, brother on House of Torture. And in the end, he hits a Death Rider on Yujiro. But after the match, Luke, Yo steals the Suntory, but he can't get the belt back. And Shota picks up a baby on the way out, and Gino wants someone to call the police because he's kidnapping a baby.
He's stealing a child. Someone call the police.
Awesome.
Oh my God. Yes. That
was awesome.
Next we have Hiroshi Tenzan. What? Toriano, Tomohiro Ishii, Yoshihashi, and versus Gato, Taiji Shimori, Tony Owens, Kenta, and Gabriel Kidd. But forget all that. Hey, look who's back. It's fucking Tenzan.
Yeah, he's super over. The kid is back.
The crowd goes fucking nuts for him too, don't they? Oh my God, but it's Tenzan's here. I think he was scheduled. I don't care. Oh my God.
When are they going to push this guy? I mean, like, he's obviously over. Can he get, get a storyline? Can we get?
He doesn't even need to be friends with Naito.
I know.
That's how over this dude is.
We need it. There's the match. It's Naito versus Tenzan. Let's do it. Come on.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm so over the moon to see Tenzan back, but my God, and I know I have to strap in because this is going to be the feud, or is it? Because I think I'm like, can we get Yu and Taichi out for some of these? For fuck's sake. I am a little tired already of Bishamon versus Chase and Kenta.
Oh, geez. Well, you better strap in.
Strap the fuck in. This is a feud that does not excite me at all. It's like saltpeter. It's like a severe soft on. I'm just like, please get Yu and Taichi in this. Have them fucking win the gold and let's go in a new direction, for God's sakes. Oh, my goodness. So this is a match that I really like, especially the Tenzan bits because I missed him. The bit I don't like is Shoto on Gato and Yoshi gets the pin. Look, the best part of this match, Tomohiro Ishii on this side, Gabriel Kidd on this side, and they just fucking go each other, and that's my shit. Like that right there. Anytime those two are fighting each other, that's my shit. And these two just fight each other after the match too. So Ishii is a busy boy right now because he doesn't have just one, but two mini feuds going right now against two of our boys, Gabriel Kidd and Doki.
Well, just wait.
I'm into it. Yeah.
Just wait. He's trying to start another feud with one of our guys. We'll talk about it.
Oh my God.
Guy's a psychopath. He wants to take on everybody. How many
feuds has he got going? Ishii will just be playing. Just 5 guys.
Well, he's like, they aren't gonna write the story for me. I'm gonna write it for him, for myself. That's kind of how it works. So, but next, Luke, we have LIJ versus just 5 guys, and it's Sonata, Taichi, and Yuya versus Hiromu, Naito, and Bushi. And just 5 guys, they beat up Hiromu. It's awesome. Fuck Hiromu. So, Taichi has him in the bow and arrow, and this might be the best part of, or one of the best parts of this whole night. He has him in the bow and arrow for like 3 minutes, and it's super entertaining because Hiromu's trying to get out of it, because he's little and Taichi's big and Taichi's easily overpowering and Hiromu almost gets it, but then Taichi gets it right back on and the crowd is just living and dying by this fucking bow and arrow. Great example of how to get a simple move super over and how when guys are jumping through plates of glass and shit, I mean, it's like, that's cool, jump through plates of glass, but like, this is really good wrestling right here. So just saying, but then again, I like it seeing a guy jump through plate glass every once in a while. It's so weird, especially in person. And the glass just goes into the crowd and you're like, this is just normal. It's fucking nuts. So anyway.
First time I saw a skewer spot, like I was just like, what the fuck are they doing with those sticks? Like, all right.
I mean, at least the don't go into the crowd and possibly poke
Yeah,
fans' eyes out.
So maybe some blood.
First time I ever saw someone get hit with a fucking light tube, it was like a bundle of 3 of them. It was at some CZW show, and one end of it just went right in the crowd. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I need to come to wrestling shows. This is fucking insane. And honestly, it was one of the things that made me want to go to wrestling shows all the time. So I can't shit on it. But bow and arrow, also awesome and maybe better in a lot of ways. So Just 5 Guys are beating the shit out of Hiromu, and the crowd doesn't like it. They are not happy about this. Right? So anyway, we get a little, go between Yuya and Bushi, and Yuya does a little side roll up on him and gets the win. Sonata falls down. Oh my God, this is incredible. So here we go. It's the song they sing when Taichi takes off his pants, and Taichi's about to take his pants off, and Sonata's going to do his flip into the ring, and he falls down, and then Taichi's like land on him, and that shit was fantastic. That was
amazing.
And
it's like when you see a young, it's like one of those chance things, like when that young lion that time did a drop kick to another young lion, and then perfectly moonsaulted and landed on top of the young lion, and the surprised look on his face that he actually pulled that up.
Drop kick accidental crossbody somehow.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was so weird. That was good.
Oh my God. Yes, that was amazing. And then here we are. Double House of Torture night. Whoa. We have a Yota Tsuji versus a Ren Narita. Oh my God. Here we got Yota getting beat the fuck up on the outside. He makes it in at 18, and Ren immediately brabs his ass. There's a lot of Ren just beating up Yota Tsuji. Ren, I don't know. Sometimes with his offense, I'm just like, I don't know. It's still like old Ren, but I do appreciate this character.
So the guillotine leg thingy, knee. Like, it's one of his, it's like his transition move. It's where he changes things, right? Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of sucks. It doesn't look like it hurts at all. It looks like the most and I don't want them to hurt each other. I'm just saying, you could do the bow and arrow. I'll love that. But the guillotine knee thing, don't like it.
Yota, he does manage to hit one of my favorite old school moves. It's a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. I love that. Ren, he shows Yota the push-up bra, and everyone's just freaking out. Freaking the fuck out. But then, he also then conks Yota Tsuji in the head with a chair. There's an amazing double cross reversal from Yota Tsuji. She comes down for the double cross. Handstand, flip back up.
That was great.
Fucking knee to the face. Is this a thing with Yota Tsuji? Because he does something, spoiler alert, on the next night we're going to talk about, where it's a finishing move reversal, and I'm just like, motherfucker, wow, that was awesome. The crowd is on fire for this match. Why? Because no one wants Ren Narita to win, and they want Yota Tsuji to win, and he's also friends with Naito, so that's extra fuel for the fire there. There's a Gene Blaster. Oh, but it's the Kenta Sato.
Oh my God. He got murdered, too. It was great.
Oh, yeah. Just that, you want to see what a gnarly spear looks like. Here's one. Want to see what a spear looks like. Watch a match with someone, you know who I mean. They're awful. Anyway. They're better than his 619s. I'll give him that. All right, Ren uses chairs. Jack and Kanemaru out. Boo, fucking boo. Bushi and Hiromu. They take him out. And Yota, no, he cops another low blow to the balls of steel. And he steals the win.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He shows his New Japan fighting spirit by taking one of the nuts, powering through it, trapping Ren in a pin. 1, 2, 3. Ren can't believe he's out, and just stomps him after the match. And then what happens? This is something that generally happens when Bullet Club's involved or House of Torture. It's something Andy and I like it. We like it when it happens on occasion. It happens right here. Evil and Co. are out now. more beatdowns on Yoda Tsuji. Oh my god, it's all happening. House of Torture and fucking wailing on Yoda Tsuji. Who comes out? It's fucking Shingo. Shingo's out. He looks at Red Shoes and he's like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. So this match rolled into the next one, but before we get into the next one, let's talk about Tsuji a little bit. Like, so like he's kind of like, listen, I like Ren Narita a lot. He's solid. And the match with Zack Sabre Jr. showed me something I hadn't seen from him, kind of like a brutalness that actually looked dangerous, you know, and like a good way. But like with Tsuji, you said it recently, you said he's like the most fully formed of them. And I'd say him and Shota, you know, are like they're right there, as Red Shoots would say. But I think that like Tsuji has something that makes him the perfect guy to go in LIJ. First of all, it's like obvious shit. Like, well, he's kind of like a lucha heavyweight, sort of, right? Because he's a little flippy, but not in that Will Ospreay way. He's flippy in a different way, in like a Mexican way, but like a heavyweight way, right? It's wild. And he's got that about him that's really cool. But on like, I just feel like that some of the creativity with his moves and escapes and stuff like that is so interesting that I forget that he's fantastic at selling and like his, you know, all the other things he's good at, he's made me forget about. But I think like I kind of love Tsuji a lot. Yeah. He's fantastic.
He's like, pinch another wrestler's nickname. He's an innovator of violence, you know, as a word. Dude, he's got an arsenal and then quadruple that arsenal because he can do it from different angles, positions, and not just where he is, but where his opponent is too. Oh man, he's just a fucking joy to watch. Absolute joy.
The New Japan Cup, the idea is it's story progression. That's how New Japan tells their stories, is through these tag matches and through tournaments. That's the deal. And so it's so fun to watch this tournament and how much story progression we've gotten out of Shota Umino. Like, to me, like that match with Jack Perry, like that was awesome for him, like in my fandom of him. Tsuji, we're getting to see what he's doing here. It's like we're getting some story progression. Obviously, Ren Narita's a part of that, so it's so cool. And Yuya, he lost, but you know, at the same time, he's getting this tag match stuff, and he's becoming more a part of his group. So it's nice.
He became more sympathetic losing his hair.
That's true.
To the fans, I think, too. Yeah,
babyface. And Tsuji's the one that took it, so he's got to get revenge, and he's going to fail, and then he'll finally get it. It'll be fun. But anyway, I just want to talk about Tsuji a little bit because he's so great. So that other match, like you said, it rolled right into the next one. Now, I got spoiled on that because I watched this later on New Japan World, it calls these two matches Slash. So it's like...
Oh, they already know. You already know how the transition.
As soon as I saw it, it said Ren Narita versus Ryota Tsuji / Evil versus Shingo, and I'm like, why the fuck's this say? Oh, I immediately figured it out because we've seen this.
Come on, New Japan.
That was weak, but that's all right. You know, I would have figured it out eventually, I'm sure. So the main event is Evil versus Shingo. So, as you said, Shingo came out. He was a house on fire. He destroyed everybody, right? He's beating the fuck out of Evil. You know, he convinces Red Shoes to ring the bell. Red Shoes to come out at the end of the other match. And so you're thinking maybe he'll just get a quick win. Like, I was buying into that a little bit. And but no, it turns into a standard Evil match. So, and the way we get to that is Abe spot right away. So,
oh yeah.
We get the House of Torture constant interference, you know, and Shingo fires up and he's going for a pumping bomber, but Evil's injured. Oh my gosh. He's definitely injured. Like, he's not lying. There's no way. Oh, he was lying. Turns out that
I like that spot because like no one believes it. Like Shingo doesn't believe it for a fucking second. And as soon as the ref gets out of the way, he goes for the lariat. But that's the thing that happens that kind of transitions for Evil to take over because he's like, oh, you're not going to believe this? Well, all right, fine. I've got this up my sleeve. I like that.
Well, but Shingo does fight with honor too. So he's going to let the ref check on him. He's going to, as soon as it's okay, then he's going to go, right? So, it's so funny. But of course, as you said, it's a ruse. And House of Torture have a plan here. While that distraction's going on, they're like making a pile of chairs on the floor. All right. So for Evil to suplex Shingo onto the chairs. So this is so fun. They comically reverse the suplex like 20 times. And it's realistic.
And the little double
turn
right at the end when
Double
Shingo
reverse,
hits it.
right? They just keep. Well, I'll tell you what. Like, you want to talk about like the nitty gritty things about wrestling, the footwork on that, not easy. And those guys just like, they can just do a fucking full 360 like that. That's
Shingo and Evil are like reversal masters as well, like cartoonishly and in big parts of matches. Yeah, so it was nice.
So they comically do the reversals and stuff, and before Shingo, of course, gets the suplex. That was great. So into the chairs he goes, and back in the ring, Shingo gets a superplex, sliding knee for 2. Shingo fires up. Evil plays possum again. Oh no, he's hurt again. And Gino is like, postpone the match. He's like, so of course it's another ruse, but this time he's not going after Shingo. He's going after Red Shoes, who gets murdered, which is hilarious. So I heard something at this point that I've thought 1,000 times. I've said it out loud. I don't know if I've heard anybody but you say it. Fucking Walker Texas Stewart gets on the microphone. He looks around. He looks us right in the eyes, and he says, "Where's Marty Asami?"
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
He could have said any ref name, but he knows.
He said, "Where's Marty Asami?" So Dick chopped.
Famous Marty Asami.
Dick chopped him. Shingo. Red Shoes counts the pin after that. Fuck you, asshole. What the hell? Why did he do that? But it's only for 2. Darkness falls for 2. And then Shingo fires up after going into the exposed turnbuckle and the crowd's on fire. Yukon Lariat for 2. Made in Japan for 2. And the bell rings. The match is over. Shingo wins. Oh, just kidding. It's Nick Togo. And Red Shoes gets destroyed again. So LIJ fight. They all come out and fight House of Torture. But Naito doesn't come out because he ain't getting injured on something dumb like this.
No, he's the champ. You guys are all fighting to fight me, so fuck off.
So here comes Bushi. He's going to miss Evil. All right. But no, he missed Shingo right in the face. Oh, no. Suntory surprise. And Dick Togo hits Shingo in the face with powder. It happens.
That's boom, extra boom, fucking boom. Stank, man.
Oh, man. They're putting Shingo over in this loss. They're like, if he's going to lose to Evil, he's going to have to get like hit in the balls. He's going to have to get hit with a chair. He's going to have all this shit. 3 things right in a row, right in his eyes. Everything is Evil, and Evil wins. I thought that was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, this match made me laugh. It was a great time. And yeah. Evil makes me laugh whilst also taking really gnarly bumps. I feel like you want to see him get his ass whipped. So when he bumps, there's a satisfaction from the crowd of seeing him just like bump like a fucking crazy person. Like just seeing him cartoonishly hold his back after taking that suplex onto the pile of chairs. And the crowd's just like losing their minds over Evil getting hurt. Like, yes! Dude, if Naito's the most over face, the most over here for me, for anyone that is, it's got to be Evil, right? I'm not mad that everyone beat Shingo. The end was creative. I'm like, oh no, Bushi missed. And then for extra stank, missed. And then for triple stanks, powder to the fucking face, low blow. Everything is evil.
So funny.
So he's blind and he can't feel his nuts. Everything is evil. I do like Gino on commentary, by the way, not just reminding Walker Stewart, but also anyone who's annoyed or angry that Evil's ruining the sanctity of New Japan. Gino will be like, why are you all surprised when a man named Evil does bad deeds, everyone? And that's what I said when he originally started doing this shit. His name's fucking Evil.
You also said he's not actually evil.
No, he didn't. Yes, he's right.
There's a guy in your company named Evil. Luke, that show was pretty good. Like the main events, I don't know. I kind of thought who would win, but I thought Shingo could win here.
Yeah,
And so,
exactly.
you know, I really enjoyed that. And there was some fun stuff to talk about. We got one more show to talk about. It's another New Japan Cup. Like, this is like the semifinals. So we're at Big Pallet. We haven't been to Big Pallet in a while. It's in Fukushima or Fukuoka or one of those Fukus. And it's in the belly of a submarine. This place is like the OG belly of a submarine, just gray room with weird ports on the walls. It's like, what's that for? So it feels like that room can fill up with liquid, right? I mean, it's like, it's really weird. But Gino Walker on the call, and the opening match is Kato and Bolton Oleg versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Mikey Nichols. And Walker and Gino speculate about Big Pallet and what it's made out of. And, Gino says pallets. But I don't know if he means like the things that you stack like boxes of flooring on, or, pallets, or does he mean like the thing like that Bob Ross has? You know what I mean? Because that's what this place is named after, is the thing that Bob Ross has, like the painting.
That makes sense.
It's not named
especially with all the bright, pretty colors in the Big Pallet arena. You can definitely tell.
There's a happy little Pallet over here. There's a happy little Gino over here, and a happy little Drucifer right here. So anyway, I was happy to be back at Big Pallet, but no Google reviews. I did find out there was some kind of like pet event held there, and it did not go well because Google reviews. We will get to them eventually. We will read some Big Pallet.
Dog toilets stink.
There was a lot of negativity about this pet.
The female dog judge was too willful.
Oh man. So anyway, this is another match where TMDK torture young lions, and Bolton tags in and he runs wild on TMDK. And he's got this little mini feud with Zack Sabre Jr., of course. So that plays out a little bit here. And Zack Sabre Jr. gets out of the gut wrenches. And like he ain't taking that either. Him and Makabe. Nope.
Makabe, I'm like, you a pussy. Zack Sabre Jr., perfectly in character, that he could get these gut wrenches on anyone, no matter how big they are. But Zack Sabre Jr. is way too slippery and smart to be fucking put in a simple gut wrench.
That's fair. Well, plus they're actually kind of feuding a little bit. But also think about this. You got a belly full of cheeseburgers. What's the last thing you want to do? I'm just saying, Makabe was like, listen, brother, I was a catering and I crushed cheeseburgers. So.
I had a lot of onions. Don't gut wrench me, man. Otherwise, it'll be
no gut wrenches, brother. That's fantastic. Anyway, so all right, so Zack Sabre Jr. gets out of the gut wrenches, of course, and he rear mounts Bolton. He fires up. Bolton does though, and then Kato gets slammed by Zack Sabre Jr. He gets a little more shit in, but Zack Sabre Jr. gets a dragon sleeper on him, and that's it, man. It's the one that like Hulk Hogan put on that guy. You ever see that video where Hulk Hogan's on like some talk show with Richard Belzer? That's who it is. And the guy's like, yeah, wrestling's fake or whatever. He's like, let me show you a hold. And he puts him in a dragon sleeper and just shuts him down. He puts him to sleep on live TV. It's pretty funny.
Richard Belzer? Do you mean Munch?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it's deep cut.
Dude, also, fuck you, Munch. You're an actor. If what you do is a performance, so is wrestling. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Also, I don't like Hogan that much, but I'm glad he choked you out.
It's great too because Mr. T's there. They're like pushing WrestleMania or some shit. And Mr. T has that funny laugh, and he's laughing and giggling, and it's a funny video. I'll send it to you, Luke.
Yeah, thank you.
Got you.
I would like to see Munch choked out by Hulk Hogan. It's also a nice reminder that Hulk Hogan actually knows what submission holds are. So next we have El Desperado, Togi Makabe, and Tomohiro Ishii versus Adoki, Yuya Uemura, and Taichi. I get worried seeing this because I'm like, Despi? Okay, Makabe and Ishii. And I'm like, no, don't do this to Doki. Don't do this. But Doki has got that temporary invincible I beat Hiromu shield on.
He does.
He does. He beat like there was one of these shows he wasn't on, listeners, and the commentary makes mention he's at a Michinoku Pro show taking on Masashi. I'm like, I wonder if that Hiromu shield works in other companies. Yes, he beats Masashi in that match. So there you go. I love this. Like Doki, he's like, oh Ishii, you ain't shit. I'm going for you. And
big swinging Doki dick, right?
Oh yeah, big swinging Doki dick.
That's what's going on here.
Oh my god, I love seeing that. Just Doki just going after him. It's fucking hilarious. Especially Ishii's just like, I'm gonna let you take a shot, man. Like, I appreciate that you've got the cojones to do that. I am gonna fucking blast you though, so just be aware of that. And he makes Doki aware of that big time. See, beating Hiromu is a fucking big deal, and it should be. So, especially for it has elevated Doki, something we've been fucking begging for. How long's Doki been with the company now? Maybe a while. So yes, then Doki doesn't lose, which is one thing I love about this match. The other thing I love about this match is that Yu Uemura taps out Togi Makabe like a little bitch. And it's Taichi's birthday, so I wrote bitch day for some reason. I don't even know why. I love Taichi, but I did write bitch day. Maybe it was because I was thinking of Makabe tapping out, like a little bitch. Anyway, it's Taichi's birthday, and he gets a little balloon.
Yeah, that's right. Yuya gives him a little balloon after he takes his pants off.
Yeah,
take that out of context.
Makabe was like this, ha 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 ha.
He did tap out, and like you think he had a belly full of burgers, so he was like, I don't want to take like your slam or whatever, like the bolt, thing, the double arm suplex. He's like, we're not doing that today.
Makabe's fallen far when he would rather tap out than take a suplex.
I mean, it's belly full of burgers, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's not his fault that he ate all his burgers.
No, it's definitely not his fault that he chose to eat all them burgers. It's fucking Honda's fault.
Gino sang happy birthday to the theme of Just Five Guys, the Taichi. I mean, what a special moment. So that was
would have been better though if we got Walker Stewart busting out them opera chops.
I mean,
happy birthday, Taichi. Please take off your pants.
Your theme song is about jizz. And anyway, so all right, Luke, let's get through this. Tongalo and Taguchi, for some reason, normal Taguchi, by the way, not lion goofy Taguchi.
No, he got bored.
Yeah, normal.
He's got ADHD, so I reckon.
They are facing the team of Great-O-Khan and Newman. And Great-O-Khan and Tonga Loa, there's some like posturing from Great-O-Khan. He does some like heel shit, playing mind games with the challenger. Tonga Loa beats up Newman instead, though. He's like, I'm going to get you, Great-O-Khan. Punch your friend. Wait, what? So Taguchi gets back in his normal gear, like I said, and he faces off against Newman, and we get the spot where he knows coming, where, Taguchi's like, let's run the ropes, but just like keep doing it, and it wasn't exactly like I thought it would be. I thought they just keep going. Taguchi just was mesmerized by Newman, and he just stopped what he was doing and like lost consciousness while he was standing.
Yeah, he got dizzy. Turning around, watching him run the ropes. Huh?
That was fun. So then Taguchi, like Jesus Christ, pays for Tonga Loa's sins when United Empire beat the fucking shit out of him, and Great-O-Khan uses the Iron Claw on the funky weapon. So
Iron Claw on the funky weapon.
All right, it is the lightning round, Luke, and I have a question for you. All right, that I came up with, and is which corner lariat is the worst, Luke? Titan, The Miz, or Tonga Loa?
Look, I'm gonna say something that might surprise some people, but I find Miz semi-competent in the ring, and I've enjoyed matches of his that I've watched. Same with Titan. I will say I've enjoyed Tonga Loa matches, but not in the way that he wishes I do. So I would rate them Tonga Loa bottom, Miz, then Titan. Sorry to put Titan at the top.
Whoa. You win! Thank you for playing Which Corner Lariat is the Worst. So Tonga Loa gets a bunch of shit in on Great O'Khan. Great O'Khan gut wrenches the fuck out of him deadlift style, and it's awesome because like Tonga Loa ain't helping, you know. So he's just like rah, and he just lands on his side all shitty. It's great. Newman versus Tonga Loa. Poor Newman has to tap out the Tonga Loa's crossface though. Luke, what did you think when Tonga Loa grabbed the mic and officially challenged Great O'Khan for the Kapow Championship? And he says he's beat Great O'Khan and United Pair guys in so many ways. Did you hear him say that?
Yes. So many ways. I'm going to lose to you, Great O'Khan. Look, I can't even come up with 3 guys, but who's better on the mic, TJP or Tonga Loa?
Tonga Loa.
Yeah, he can at least like inject some.
He got his point across
into his promo, whereas TJP will cut the most monosyllabic. Yeah, he's monotone.
Oh, wow, are you? But you're. I mean,
that's what I get for trying big words. I'm ragging on this guy. I fucked it up.
Fuck his promo skills.
He's gonna tick. He can't talk good.
That's fun.
I fucking like. All right, Taguchi, what have you been doing in a lot of these preview tag matches? You've been taking the job. I'm okay with that. You're Taguchi. They can always fire back up. I love you, man. It doesn't matter for me. He's one of those guys. Wins and losses for him will never matter.
He's fake ass Watto right now, anyway.
Oh, so. He's fucking faux Watto.
Fato.
Yeah,
no,
Fato.
No,
yeah, he's the way to the ass mask. But yeah, look, this. You mean to tell me that Callum Newman isn't ready to pin the dude that everyone is pinning in every match? No. In fact, I have to go and see something even worse than Callum losing. I have to see him tap to Tonga Loa and take his offense. And I found that offensive. No, I didn't.
We got to get the crossface over, brother.
Well, we got to get the ape shit back over from the previous night. Right? Now we got to get the crossface over again because that sacrifice has been sacrificed.
That is coming back, my friend. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. It'll be late in that match. It's a big move for him. He's going for it. Great O'Khan dodges. Claw to the fucking knee. Bank it.
Well, and look, Tonga Loa, oh, you stupid. I will beat you in any kind of whale match that you want.
It's like Captain Kirk. Somebody do something.
And I'm like, don't you want to have a choice? Didn't you beat him? Don't you want to dictate the rules for the King of Pro Wrestling match? Don't you want to stack it in your favor? Don't you want to do everything you can to win a gold that isn't a tag gold? Because like I don't see him winning any belts anymore. He's going to be Stank Champ, isn't he?
He's been Stank Champion for
I know, but
come on, man.
That's the position I put him in now.
That's why that belt is Stank.
The loser of the first round loser of the Stank belt tournament there. That's where I put it. But anyway, so Great O'Khan's going to come up with stipulation, and Great O'Khan, I've never wanted you to win more in my entire life.
See?
Because I will not say the words King of Pro Wrestling and Tonga Loa together as like
wow.
Essential.
So this booking is working, Luke. It's just like the people that bitch about
House of Torture. Yeah, this is me. That's me. I'm feeling you're playing House of Torture, haters. I'm feeling it. I feel it right now with this King of Pro Wrestling feud.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Wow. So I might not understand why are you guys hating this? This is making me laugh. I'm having a great time. And yeah, that's the thing. Fun. All right. So next we have I get to call 2 of his matches. It's Hiroshi Tenzan, Toriyano, and Yoshihashi versus Chase Owens, Kenta, and Gabriel Kidd. Actually, the funny thing is, my first note here is I'm bored of this feud. Go Yuya and Taichi, honestly. But then Kenta is mad that he doesn't get Bullet Club sound effects like Chase Owens does. So then he does it again, and he starts getting fucking laser fingers. He's like, what's going on here? Laser Club.
That was fun.
sometimes like I see Yano get cracked one, and I'm like, Yano's still adorable for that. Like beat him up, but come on, man. But when Gabriel Kidd does it, like he throws Yano into the exposed corner steel and then just fucking cracks him one. I'm like, all right, I like this. Yeah, thank you, Gabriel Kidd. And usually I'm just like, hey, don't beat on Yano that badly. He's adorable.
Yeah.
But I'm allowed with a kid. I want to see him crack everybody. He's fucking awesome. Oh, you guys happy that Tenzan's back, by the way?
Fuck Tenzan.
Because Kenta's like, fuck Tenzan. Clocks in with the title. Doesn't matter which one. It's either the tag belt or the Defy one. He's defying you, all you fans anyway, by not giving you some awesome
Hey.
Hey. But yes, and he clocked. Not only is he clocking with the title and pin him for 3, he just straddles Tenzan, just keeps punching away at him. You happy to see him? You happy to see him now?
That was fun.
Such an asshole.
That was bait, though. He beat up Tenzan. That was bait so that he and Chase could hit Yoshihashi with the belt and fuck him up. And it's really awkward because Yoshihashi comes in I think it's too early because he comes in there and he's like, aren't you supposed to hit me? And Kenta's like, well, I'm not the one supposed to hit you. and Chase slides in and hits him with the belt. Fucking Yoshihashi.
I think Kenta loves working with Yoshihashi because Kenta just is tickled pink every those moments happen. He's just like, fucking Jesus Christ, this guy is just makes him. I reckon he tickles Kenta. Like, I think yes, he like having wars with Tanner and Naito, probably. But I just feel like something about Yoshi just makes this man laugh.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's probably the same thing that makes us laugh about him.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we have Shota Umino, Hikuleo, ELP, and Yo versus Hot. And Gino stooges out Walker for talking shit about Jack Perry. Jack Perry's walking by, and Gino just stooges Walker out like, hey, this guy's been talking shit about you. That made me laugh. That was a highlight of the match, by the way. So it's pretty standard Hot match. It's not bad. It's pretty good. You know, push up bra, but ELP dodges. Shota hits a nasty drop kick on Perry, and Yujiro taps to the SDF. Yo tries to steal the belt in the Suntory, but he's an asshole.
Yeah, yes, he is. Yeah, doesn't he steal the whiskey and the title or something? I don't know. But look, what makes me laugh is Jack gets water all over Walker Stewart's MacBook now. So poor Walker, he gets his fucking phone cracked, and that wasn't just a call he had on commentary. There's a photo on his Tweety off his phone getting cracked. It's only on the back though, not the front. So
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm just saying, OtterBox makes a good phone case, and it'll keep that from happening. Yeah. Especially when you're around the House of Torture on a regular basis, and you know that people love to break your phone as a rib. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's getting better, Mr. Walker, a lot better. Leaps and bounds, but he's still a fucking rookie.
But this is character development for the character Walker Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I'm kind of getting into commentary and the characters of the commentators. This is good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's not just like, we're official New Japan commentators. It's, I'm the face one, and he's the heel one, and we fucking really bounce off each other. Yeah, it's great stuff. All right, next we have Bushi. Yes, Bushi. Hiromu Takahashi. Bush. Oh, man, I've got the main event. Okay, all right. We've got Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito versus Catch 2-2 on the call. There we go. This match is really good, and I think I say that this about Cobb in all these tag matches. Cobb and Naito it's a fucking good time, and it just makes me feel like this big lug has awesome feuds with practically everyone. Put some form of gold on this man, or give him a major feud, he's gonna fucking crush it. So yeah, there is that. I'm looking at this match thinking, all right, man, is this a match even Bushi might win? Because Catch 2-2 are kind of low on the totem pole because they're rudderless in storyline right now. And yes, that is going to happen. See, I don't like the night before. I'm like, really? You're going to do Akira dirty like that? Tonight, though, Hiromu, he gets one of his sneaky pins on Akira. There we go. That's how I do it. Right there. So, Akira jumps right up looking fucking no way. And fired up and pissed off, as I love seeing Akira be. And just a cheeky shit-eating grin on Hiromu Takahashi's face going, ha! I fucking pinned you, bitch.
God.
Yeah, it was good.
Chumpy was the referee for this match. And I just got to say, I really enjoyed that, like, the crowd got behind Akira. He was fighting Hiromu. And the crowd was like, fuck Hiromu. We want Akira. And I was like, hey.
There's something with this kid, isn't there? There's something.
Big palate, man. They know what's up. So how about this? So there are 3 matches left in the night. All right. And you may shake your head and go, no, there isn't. No, there are 3. Luke, there are 3.
Oh, yeah.
So
you're right.
why don't I handle one? You handle the next. And then I'll handle the next one after that.
I'm so a big mark right now.
The New Japan Cup semifinals, right? The opening match of these finals or semifinals is Tsuji versus Evil. All right. Now this match isn't long. All right. It's really short. So Tsuji dives on Evil during his entrance, and it's dark, and it's like, wow, that was awesome because nobody can even see it. So that's one thing that's funny about that is that diving in the dark like that, that's cool, but like no one saw that. So
yeah, if someone dives and it's dark, did a dive really occur?
So Chumpy's like, okay, let's ring the bell. He's not even in the ring. Not even in the ring. That was a bad decision because guess what? He pays for it immediately because he gets destroyed right away. House of Torture Pier, Chumpy bumps out of the ring like a fucking psychopath, and he goes over to Abe and says, guess what? No. This match is thrown out, and Gino says, Evil wins. No contest. By the way, the no contest song plays, which I hadn't heard in a long time, and it's a hip-hop song. It's just pretty funny.
It is
playing while all this madness is going on, right? So Tsuji calls Chumpy a pussy and challenges him to like the match again. He wants the match again. He's calling Evil pussy, not Chumpy. I just like typing Chumpy in my notes. So but this time without his boys, and everybody's banned from ringside, I think, and we get another match, right, Luke?
That's right. Gino's furious because he says like Evil's already won. What is this? It's an injustice. By the way, Red Shoes doesn't want to be the ref of this match. This is also kind of part of the story. Why? Because he's sick of fucking House of Torture shit. He doesn't want to be part of it. He doesn't like this match is fucking awesome. I laugh till I cry. There's great bumps, and even the fucking referees and Abe are all part of the match and the story, like of it. Like they're not just there to officiate. They've got a vested interest, like especially Abe, So there's that added story there. Oh my god! All right. So, like the idea for the start of this second match is Yoda. He goes for a fast win. Why? Because if he goes for a fast win, well, that means House of Torture won't fucking come out. They don't get time to come out. They don't get time to collect themselves and do their shit. Kenta Sato won't count a pin after Evil did the hair pull boom down. Oh my god! And then Kenta Sato, he pays for his insolence against the man that is Evil because Yoda's got Evil where he wants him. I'm going to curb stomp this son of a bitch. No, Evil throws in Kenta Sato, and Kenta Sato not only takes a fucking curb stomp bump, you get the shocked face from Yoda Tsuji. I love his expressive face. So, when something like that happens, it's like, oh, like that. But not only that, when the ref bumps, he bumps and he lands on his face, but on his hands as well. Why? And why does he do that? Because Mr. Andy was like, look how he bumps, covering his face so he can't see stuff. Because he's the official and he's not allowed to see. Otherwise, he'd have to be like, ding, ding, ding. So, yes, that's the extra step of bumping that some of these refs have to take. We got to land on our fronts and cover our faces. And
that shit was so fucking funny because it wasn't just the curb stomp either. It was his new finisher, the double springboard curb stomp. So easy. He's dead.
Kenta Sato's out of the entire fucking match.
Oh,
But this is
fantastic.
what makes me laugh, because there's fucking major chump bumps on absolutely every single referee, and I am just laughing my ass off. It's just fucking amazing. And the wrestling is so much fun too. It's fucking Evil doing all his dastardly shit, and then Yota Tsuji blasting back with awesome offense and reversals and stuff.
Jeez.
Now, Evil takes over, and you're like, everything is evil? No. He fucking rides Evil's body, kind of flips over his arm like something, and just reverses it, knee to the face. All right, that's a thing for Yota Tsuji, I'm guessing.
So,
Awesome
like,
finishing counters.
you know the deal when, like, I guess the guy that probably is most famous for doing it would be Shinsuke Nakamura. To put a guy in an arm bar, he would flip around his arm. It's almost like
Yeah.
the Destino almost.
Yeah.
That's what he did to get out of the everything is evil, because it's an STO. Boom, he flipped over Evil's arm, right? And that was cool. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where he's like this. That's something Will Ospreay would do. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it would look much different with him doing it. It would feel much different. It's hard to put into words why that's so cool.
Yeah, he moves different to other guys. Like, even when he moves, other guys do. He just moves different. It's hard to explain, but when you see it, you see it. Like, it's there. So we are denied it the previous night, because it was I've got to just roll this prick up just to win him, just to beat him. But this is what I love about Evil. I like his offense, his moveset. I like his House of Torture shit. But here's what else he does. He knows how to fucking sell moves and make them look absolutely devastating. Because I see, and I message you straight away, I'm like, oh my God, this might be the best Gene Blast I've ever seen. Evil took it like a fucking professional. Evil, as he's taking the spear, he gets himself up like a little high for it, and then fucking goes down, and it looks amazing. Like, Tsuji just lifted him off the ground and speared him out of his fucking boots. It was awesome. 1, 2, 3. The crowd is going absolutely insane for Yota Tsuji. I have a quick scroll on the Tweety, and yep, everyone's going, yay, Evil lost, Yoda. I'm like, yeah. And did you see the best Gene Blaster of all time? There you go, man. Evil's just like, there you go, kid. Now win the fucking tournament, you son of a bitch. So that's me saying that. But this match made me laugh. There were gnarly reversals, great power moves and spots, and I just had a fucking good time. Yeah, it was good.
Evil's genes will never be the same.
No.
And I mean, I literally wrote down the best Gene Blast of all time. I mean, that was incredible. And like, it's the release that you need after all the tension, right? And so this whole New Japan Cup had a whole story, and boom, the end of it was, this part of it anyway was the actual. I don't know if you call it the crescendo yet, because I have a suspicion that House of Torture are not done fucking around with that, with the New Japan Cup. Just my opinion. We'll see what happens. But
you were saying, I can't remember my point. It doesn't matter. I'll probably remember it as soon as you start talking. But yeah, professionals.
Well, I was just talking about how it was the best Gene Blast ever, and that, like, I don't know, Tsuji, he's kind of special, right? And so Evil putting him over and going to the lengths that he did to put him over, I mean, that shows what the company believes in him. That shows what, the actual wrestlers that are in the ring with him believe in him. And also, even during this match, this is really funny. Walker Texas Stewart is like, Gino, you told me the other day, you said Tsuji was the future of New Japan. And Gino's like, that was a private conversation.
That's right. Oh my God. Oh, fucking hell. Dude, that was the main event for me, but in terms of the two matches, I don't just like the next one. But
well, let's talk about it. So the main event is a pretty generic ass New Japan match, right?
Yeah.
And like that one before, it had all these ups and downs and these peaks and valleys and stuff like that in a different way that wasn't predictable, but it was. And so, which do you like better now? Because that's one thing that, like, you know, Sonata versus Goto represents New Japan. That's like what New Japan is. But you liked, you know, Evil versus Suji better.
Look, it felt like the stakes were a little higher for me. It felt like I've been enjoying this kind of feud between House of Torture and LIJ. That's been going off and on this whole tournament. So there's that to me. Like, I even messaged you. This is what I was going to say. I even messaged you during the Evil match. I'm like, I'm ready for Evil to lose now. You know? And that's me wearing a House of Torture t-shirt saying that. Like, that only works when you get the big loss. And it's even cathartic for me. I'm like, yeah, you deserve that, you motherfucker. Like, all right, now let's reset and we'll move on. So if Yoda doesn't win the tournament, at least he could go for a better title, you know, the Never Open title. But yeah, I know Goto doesn't excite me. I like him in the tag stuff.
Goto isn't exciting?
No. I like him in tag. This kind of tag thing with Yoshihashi. That works for me.
I don't even like that. So
yeah, I know you don't. But they're over in the tag division doing the tag stuff, and it's fine. So he doesn't excite me that much. And then Sonata, who likes to start matches with a slower pace and build them up, is wrestling against Goto, and it's just a slow kind of thing for me. Not only that,
Luke, do you know why I first started hating Goto?
Why?
Do you know?
Because he started beating guys that you didn't want him to beat?
Right. So in like 2016, 2017, New Japan Cup, it turns out, there was like, okay, we're going to get, it was supposed to be Kenny Omega versus Naito, right? But Goto beat Kenny Omega in the last, you know, semi-main event or whatever, semi-finals, whatever it is, and took that match away from us. And we didn't really ever get it, did we? Maybe they had matches that I don't remember, but I don't think they ever had a big main event. Nah. And so, especially like a G1 type match, but maybe they did.
They did. Naito beat him in the G1 in 2017.
Okay, so one time they had a match. Point is that they didn't have this match, and it fucking pissed me off. Naito versus Goto was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like he's always been that guy that takes away the big match because he's got to have his.
He's our House of Torture.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Chaos is our House of Torture. Right?
Oh my god! See, I used to feel like that about Sonata, but I like the Just Five Guys stuff, and I like they actually started kind of all right. Things are clicking for him, like that. But put these two together, like they're both very stoic motherfuckers, and I don't need the battle of the stoics against each other. I need stoic Sonata against someone a bit more boisterous or flamboyant, you know, just to kind of bounce off that. Goto doesn't have that for me, and I disagree with all of the tweeties that say, "Oh my god, yes, it's Goto's time." Blah blah blah. I'm like, he's got the tag belts. Why would they have him do two times? I also think, I'm like, oh, so I guess Finlay was supposed to win this match and they'll just keep going with that course. And you know what makes me think this sucks balls even more? Goto gets a first round bye. Guess what he also got? Another fucking bye. He's had 2 byes, the lazy prick, and now he's in the fucking finals? That's fucking bullshit. And I don't like it. The lazy motherfucker gets to kind of walk right into the finals. Okay. I'm like, it's almost like seeing Kota Ibushi and Sonata a few years ago. I'm like, well, you're not winning, Sonata. It's Kota Ibushi all the time because that era of New Japan, were just like, oh my god, Kota, all the time. So I see this match happening, and I'm like, I jokingly mentioned, do you think Goto could win? And I'm like, you had a sneaky feeling maybe, but I'm not even sure you are 100% serious either. Because to me, I'm like, let's just get this over with and have Sonata win, because if Sonata wins this, then tomorrow night, you don't know, because you don't know. And I think it's got an unpredictability to it. Now I'm just like,
Okay,
The
well, take
final
it
not only
easy.
has a bit of
Let's
unpredictability to it,
not.
I'm just not excited for Goto in a final.
Okay, well, he's not there yet. So, main evento, it's Sonata versus Goto, right? So this match kind of is boring, right? It's kind of,
Yeah.
there's not much to it. I think one of the reasons that you don't like it and one of the reasons I don't like it is we don't really have a rooting interest because to me, Sonata, I don't really care whether he wins or loses. I hope Goto loses, but I don't hope Sonata beats him. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
But this is a great example of what you mentioned before. Obviously, David Finlay was supposed to go to the finals, right? And so now it's going to be somebody different. So who do you choose? You said Sonata, all right, but they have an opportunity to give a vet something that gives him something important to him and maybe tells a little story that will kind of put some doubt in the finals. We'll see.
Motherfucker got to win Stank League 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I mean,
That's enough for me.
So Stank League is not enough. Okay, got it. Or
Is enough.
I got you. Well, I feel like that they've brought up this many times, probably on Japanese commentary, and I'm sure they did on English commentary when I wasn't paying attention. That how many times Goto has gotten? He's won the New Japan Cup like once, I think, but he's gotten to the finals a bunch of times, right? So it's like, it's a ghost for him to exercise. So
they also bring up the story of like Sonata was on the verge of becoming the next Goto, and then he loses to Goto. That's fucking whack. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we're talking about like 6 different things here. So anyway, let's go through the match. So there's a standard, start with lockups and the like, and they fight on the floor, and Sonata hits the safest pile driver you've ever seen on the concrete for a count out spot. Sonata's in control and slowly, methodically gets his shit in, brother. And Goto gets a desperation Ushigoroshi for a double down, and the folks who came to the belly of the submarine chant Goto's name. Unbelievable. They must be Morlocks who live underground. Booyah spot, Shining Wizard, and the skull end, but Sonata has Goto wrapped up, but Goto, he gets to the ropes because fuck Goto. But they settle into a heavyweight match back and forth. It's pretty good, actually. I don't care who wins, though, so I'm not like biting on the near falls. So there are 2 really good ones, though, right in a row. And then another Shining Wizard from Sonata. Goto fires up, though. And, I think that if the finish was a little better, this match would be good. But this match just kind of ends. It's just like Goto's like, yeah, I'm kind of on fire. GTR, GTW, 1, 2, 3. And it's like, yeah, okay. Now, I don't know the history between these 2 wrestlers if Goto's constantly beaten Sonata or something like that, but it's going to be Goto and Tsuji in the finals, and Goto's basically just taking Finlay's spot. Who would have won if it would have been Tsuji versus Finlay?
See, and that's why that match would have been a fucking better final. Who wins? My thoughts would have probably said Finlay, leader of the Bullet Club. My fantasy dream book couldn't help itself but open in front of me, and my hand just had a pen in it, and I'm writing down, oh my God, is Yota Tsuji going to Jay White Naito out of LIJ? Because fuck me, that's a story. Probably not, because like, right as you've been saying, like, hey, we know we can pull the triggers on these new guys that you really like, but
not gonna.
Nah. We'll make you wait.
I think Goto's going to win the New Japan Cup, Luke.
Fucking boo!
Yeah, I think he's going to win. So, I mean, and like the fact that I think that,
orange.
But the fact that I think that is going to make the match good, because I think that. I'm like, oh yeah, I think he could win. And so, I don't know. That's going to give me a rooting interest, and I'm kind of excited for the New Japan Cup finals, Luke. A finals starring Goto.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, I feel like we've fucking swapped bodies or some shit, because I'm not excited for that final. I'm just not. I'm going to watch the show and probably really fucking enjoy myself. But I just don't care about the main event as much as I would have.
Every single tournament. Every
it's
single
a fucking stank
tournament you
ending.
made. You
It's
hate
a
them all.
stank ending. Goto in the finals. Fucking
Every
I
year.
can't.
You hate them all.
Yeah. Well, no, I love the evil one.
You love the first one we did.
I
And then after
love
that,
the one that
fuck 'em
nobody
all.
else liked.
Well, I would love to go over with you the matches that will be on March 20th's show, but they aren't posted. The only match that they have up there is Show versus Kanemaru. Or Yo versus Kanemaru. I wish it was Show versus Kanemaru.
See, I'm more excited for that match, I guess, than who wins the New Japan Cup. And
wow. And Yo is your Goto. Wow.
Yeah, but like at least he makes me laugh.
That's the first time you've admitted that. So
no, it's not. He's made me laugh for some.
We're growing. We're all growing. Even Goto is growing.
Yeah, like a fucking fungus underneath my butt.
That's fair.
So I was expecting Andy to be like, "Fuck Goto, fuck Goto," and so he's like, "Oh, I didn't expect that. Let's go." And I'm like, "Bet you for real?"
You should know by now that whatever extreme reaction you have, I'm just gonna do the opposite. So,
yeah, unless I'm like doing a massive gush fest, then you won't shit on that. But
no, well, I usually agree with you in those cases. Sometimes I don't, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know what? But when it comes to the extreme reactions, I mean, like think about this though. I'm not gonna like all of a sudden like Tongaloa. So it's not gonna happen. So, and I don't all of a sudden like Goto. I'm just defending him in this one instance.
All right. Well, I'm not defending him. In fact, I was hoping you'd be holding his arms while I fucking punched him up. Instead, I had to kick his ass myself, motherfucker.
This isn't. I know you're not in House of Torture. This is the Never Open podcast.
That's right. I'm in fucking Bizarro land. Andy's like, Goto. You probably listen to that.
I mean, theme. That I would say that's a slight exaggeration.
Nah, just. But yes, you are right. We've already gone through the whole card, and it'll come out. It'll all come out like just after I'm like, in Goto we trust. It's about time we update this shit. Thanks, guys. Fine. But if you come to us for your wrestling news and predictions, then I don't know what the fuck you were thinking, dear listener. But oh my goodness! All right, that was nice, and now we get to take our time and kind of talk about the finals in the next episode, which is always nice. It's nice to have the finals be like just that one show for the final episode.
Sure. But overall, Luke, did you like the New Japan Cup? Any standouts? I mean, what are your top 5 matches of the New Japan Cup 2024?
So if we just follow it, I just need to follow one dude, and all the matches this one dude have had this has been just incredible.
I can guess.
Yes, it's Yota Tsuji.
Yeah, dude.
Like he just where is he here? His first match. This was why it would suck donkey McBalls if he lost. Who did he win and beat in the first round? Oh, Jeff Cobb. Who did he beat in the second round? El fucking Phantasmo. Who did he beat in the fucking third round? Ren Narita. Who did he beat in the fourth round? Fucking Evil!
Yeah. He's not beating Goto.
He's not beating Goto. He beat fucking Chase Owens and Sonata. That's it. Fuck this guy.
Hey.
Yota Tsuji's, all of his matches have just been incredible, from like me laughing my ass off at curb stomps on Kenta Sato, or just seeing like flippy technical fun with El Phantasmo, seeing big man meaty shit with Jeff fucking Cobb. Oh, I'm just seeing him just go, fuck you, Ren Narita, and just sneak a fucking win out on him. I've loved all of his matches. They've all been great. Yes. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I kind of have to agree that like Yota Tsuji's matches have been fantastic. I thought I don't know, there was a lot of people that did well in New Japan Cup. I just wish that some of them had gotten, more play. But I feel like that the stories that we did get were fantastic, and I really enjoyed them, especially towards the end. It was like, I don't know. This was a good tournament. It wasn't as grueling as the New Japan Cup has been in the past, even
Especially
though
for Goto.
I don't know. I mean, that's true, but like it was kind of short. It felt like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It felt short to me.
Yeah, usually when we do one of these tournaments, I'm like, well, that's us done for the month.
What else you got? New Japan Cup?
This is like been like a solid week and a half, 2 weeks, like something like that. Yeah. And
wasn't even that hard, Bring it on.
Yeah. I can do this in my sleep. And I think I was asleep for Goto versus Sonata.
Well, you and somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Now he has to do another main event. Do you think he's happy about it or pissed off because, like, man, he has to stay up the whole show?
He's gonna lose, by the way, because he's already got the tag thing going.
See,
on, right? I mean, like he's already got it. I'm over here. I got you convinced he's gonna win.
See, and I reckon Finlay would have beaten Yota Tsuji. And for me, what's next for Yota Tsuji? Hey, Evil, I hear you've got the greatest belt in professional wrestling around your waist. I'm gonna take
this. So yeah, to me, you're right. Tsuji has to go for Evil's title. We can't go for Naito's because he can't even beat Sonata. You know what I mean, right? So I feel like he has to beat Sonata before he can beat Naito. I know that they're not in the same group, but like that, he's lost to him twice, I think, and it's like, let's. So,
do you want Goto versus Naito?
What?
Goto versus Naito. Do you want that?
It's a fantastic match. I've seen it many times. I was disappointed by it because I wanted it to be Kenny Omega versus Naito, but that was in like 2016 or 2017. It just
annoys me too because if Chase Owens had only just done us a favor and lost that first round and then Ishii beats Goto, then I'd been like, oh, Ishii versus fucking Yota Tsuji? Oh, sign that up to my veins. I don't even give a shit who wins now. That's a party for me.
But so this is an early. Do you think that they're like kind of like this is not something they had planned? They maybe had David Finlay planning to win this.
Oh yeah.
And that they're gonna have to like pull the plug on Tsuji a little early.
Please, just do it. I'm not expecting you to make him world champion or do that fucking story of him Jay Whiting Naito into taking over. Though I kind of think it'd be awesome, a little different. But and kind of shocking. Just let's have them do something cooler than they beat each other. You know what I mean? Like Shooter beating Ren beating let's do something cooler than the new guys just beating each other. And I feel like they've really started with Yota Tsuji's run. Imagine he crushes all these fucking big names and then wins the final. That is so much cooler than Goto's I didn't have to wrestle fucking half the time. I'm sorry.
How about this? How about
in
our main event of the New Japan Cup Finals, House of Torture gets involved?
Ooh.
I already said it once in this episode, but yeah, that seems very likely. Don't you think?
Evil's not just pissed off he's not in the final. He's pissed off he got beat by Yota Tsuji, who he might consider a young boy.
And like fuck Goto anyway. Yeah. So might as well fuck with him too. Just saying. Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, like, I'm not insane. If Goto did the crazy thing and went to House of Torture, he would be like just maybe one step higher than Yujiro.
Oh, I mean, Goto and House of Torture would be my favorite wrestler all of a sudden. But I wasn't suggesting that he would join House of Torture. What I was suggesting is that House of Torture gets involved in the match somehow. And however that they're not on anyone's side, they're on no one's side. They're on their own side, right?
Yeah. So yes, I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna enjoy myself until the 1, 2, 3, until I hear Goto's music, all this stuff. But I don't know. It's definitely another tournament ending that Luke is shitting on.
Hates them all. But you had fun, right? It's about the journey, not the destination.
Was that your first thought when Goto won? Oh my god! And cue Luke shitting on the end of this tournament in 3, 2, 1, and there he is.
I don't know.
Oh well. All right. So that is the final, and stuff, and it happened, and unless Mr. Guy.
It's not the final. That was the semifinals. Our next episode will be the finals. We just covered the New Japan Cup, so can't wait to see you on the next episode. It's been exciting. It's been fun. I've loved covering it with my good friend Luke.
Oh yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us trying to kill each other.
Wonder what they've got to say about Goto. They get to the Goto talk, and there's like half an hour of me just dropping trowel on him.
They're like, we're bitching about Goto taking forever in his matches, while we take forever bitching about Goto.
What took longer? Goto winning that match, or us shitting on him? Oh my goodness, that's fun.
That's what we do.
Yeah. That's what we do. Yes, it is indeed. And unless Mr. Guy has anything he would like to further add. In Mr. Hiroyoshi Tenzan, we trust. Just five.